Hello, Namaste, Adab, Sat Sri Akal. This is As Muhammad Khan and I again welcome you with very interesting topic. With the help of that, many times you play the cricket. Like when a cricket player catch the ball, then at that time he or she follows this particular law. And what is it? It is the second law of motion. This second law of motion is also known as law of momentum or law of force, because with the help of this we can derive the formula of force. Like when I was taking the catch of this ball, then what was I doing? I was pushing my hand in the downward direction. I was pushing my hand in the downward direction or backward direction due to the momentum, from which I will have the particular momentum, and due to that momentum I can catch the particular ball. So this is As Muhammad Khan. I again welcome you with very interesting topic, that is second law of motion, student. Second law of motion. This second law of motion is related to our daily life and we follow it. In this the physical quantity that we follow in our daily life is momentum. Yes, student, momentum. First, what should you do? You should understand that what is momentum. Means like when an object starts its motion, then during the motion the objects have the momentum. And what is momentum? Student, what is the momentum? Momentum is the physical quantity that is the product of mass and the velocity of an object. So about the momentum, if we write the formula of it, then what is it? It is the product of mass into velocity of the particular object. Means when the objects have the motion at that time, the physical quantity that is possessed by the object is momentum. So it is found during the motion. Means at the rest time of an object does not have momentum, and it is, if we symbolize it, then momentum symbol is P and mass symbol is small m and velocity symbol is V, and the formula that we will get will be P is equal to mv. Now the momentum is the vector quantity. Why is it vector? Because the velocity always have the sense of direction. That's why we can say that the momentum is also a vector quantity. And the momentum from which an object starts its motion, then that momentum is known as initial momentum, and the formula of the initial momentum is Pi is equal to mu, and the momentum at which an object ends its motion, or it is ending its motion with respect of the observer, then that momentum is known as final momentum, and we indicate it by mv. So these are the two types of momentum, initial momentum and final momentum. Now this law is related to momentum, student. Means according to the second law of motion, the unbalanced force is directly proportional to the rate of the change in momentum. Now it is the delta P, and delta P is indicating the rate in the change of momentum. That's why what can we write in the place of the delta P? We can also write mv minus mu upon t. Now with the help of this formula we can get F is proportional to mv minus u upon t. Now with the help of this, what can you understand? You can understand that v minus u upon t is equal to acceleration. So F is proportional to ma. Now this proportional mark we can remove by taking k as constant. So by taking k as constant, the formula that we will get will be F is equal to kmv ma. Now this k is constant and it has the value 1 value. That's why the formula of the force that we will get will be ma. So it is the formula of force, student. Means the force is the product of mass and acceleration. And what is it? With the help of this formula you can easily understand that the force is vector quantity. Why is it vector? Because the acceleration has the sense of direction. That's why the force is also vector quantity, because it has the sense of direction. Now the SI unit of the force is kilogram meter per second square. This is the SI unit of the force. Now this SI unit is written as Newton to give the honor to the great scientist Sir Isaac Newton, who gave this law. So this kilogram meter per second, 1 kilogram meter per second is always equal to 1 Newton. So the SI unit of force is Newton, and it is indicated by capital M. So it is about the second law of motion, momentum, and the formula of the force and its SI unit, student. Now you will read this topic in your book and try to solve all the questions related to this topic. Thank you very much and have a nice day.